The life and accomplishments of educational pioneer Maria Montessori, who once said, "Do not tell them how to do it, show them how to do it, and do not say a word. If you tell them, they will watch your lips move. If you show them, they will want to do it themselves." She was born August 31st, 1870, in Cabreville, Italy. Born to well educated parents, but she grew up in a time where women were held to conservative roles, but like the true pioneer she is, she overcame. She moved to Rome with her family when she was at the tender age of 14. She grew up going to school with an all boys classroom, being the only girl. It was at this school where she developed her love for the math and sciences. Because of the times that they lived in, her father was resistant to her talents, but Maria had her determination and her mother's support. She then continued to the University of Rome where she studied biology and graduated. Adding to notable women in history, Maria Montessori was the first female doctor in Italy. She focused her professional career on pediatrics and psychology, working very closely with children. Because she was working with many working class and poor children, she made the discovery for herself that would carry out her future work and everything that would leave behind with her legacy. Maria Montessori discovered all children have the ability to learn, regardless of socioeconomic class. She worked at the Orthocentric School for Disabled Children, and in 1900, Maria was even the director. It was a time that she spent working at this school that allowed her to conceptualize her methods and educational theories, and she carried out experiments using the scientific method with the children that she worked with. Her findings were remarkable, and she spread her research throughout Europe while also promoting childhood education and women's rights. Her success with disabled children sparked a new interest in studying normal children as well. Her work with disabled children was so successful, in fact, that in 1907, the Italian government supported Maria Montessori in beginning her own schools. One of her first was the Casa dei Bambini, also known as the Children's House. Starting with 60 students from the slums, ages 1 to 6, Maria Montessori created the prepared environment, which is what she is well known for to this day. The prepared learning environment includes sensory learning, creative exploration, and most importantly, it lets the child learn naturally without too much instruction from adults. Over time and observation, she was able to tweak her theories based on what she saw that was more so needed of the children. Some notable things that she is most known for contributed to proper training that would enable children to overcome feeble-mindedness, discipline coming through liberty, employing 3 methods, and so much more.
Meet Tom, Anna, and their daughter, Emma. Emma is excited for her very first day at school. Emma's big passion is astronomy. She's fascinated by stars and planets. Her biggest dream is to become an astronaut and see the stars from up close by flying to the moon. So Emma's parents look for a school that will encourage her passion and her interests. They find out about the educational concept of Maria Montessori. Her guiding principles were based on an internal construction plan in each human being and the associated changes over time. She believed in the hidden creative energies inside people and saw children as architects of their own minds. The concept begins with the upbringing of young children and ends during the teenage years. In each period of childhood, There are sensitive stages during which the child picks up on different stimuli in the environment and responds to them. It's the educator's job to support these stages by providing a prepared environment. The environment is centered on the needs of the children, such as Emma's passion for astronomy. So she receives a large amount of materials to learn more about mathematics, for example. The materials organization and aesthetics are key elements for encouraging holistic development according to the Montessori approach. The concept especially aims at helping the child achieve self-reliance and independence, so Emma is given plenty of time to think about the stars. This allows Emma to move at her own pace of learning as she focuses on a specific task. Emma's parents find the concept exciting, but wonder if there are any critical objections. There are. One criticism is that the construction plan of human development is too rigid, and some people disagree with downplaying social relationships by placing such a heavy emphasis on learning materials. Although Emma won't achieve her dream of landing on the moon through the Montessori concept alone, can it encourage her to follow that dream and even pursue her passion at school? Of course it can. But before she goes to the moon, Emma, like every astronaut, needs to go to the classroom. But which one?
Maria Montessori had more than 1,000 schools open that practiced her methods. Unfortunately, by the 1940s, World War II began and Maria had to flee, and few schools remained. Due to her having to flee and being upset with the reasons why and politics being involved, she fled to India, and this is where she created Education for Peace. Establishing lasting peace is the work of education. All politics can do is keep us out of war. Maria Montessori.